Today's lecture is going to be about volcanoes. I love volcanoes. I have loved volcanoes my whole life, ever since I was very young and I saw the volcano Kilauea in Hawaii. I didn't know it then, but I learned later that volcanoes make about 75% of all the rocks on the surface of Earth. When you look around and see rocks, remember that most of those rocks, 75% of them, come from volcanoes. So volcanoes are a really important topic when we talk about our natural world. I'd like to start today's lecture by introducing the basic structure of a volcano. In other words, the different parts that every volcano has. Then I'll describe three basic types of volcanoes: shield volcanoes, composite volcanoes, and supervolcanoes. For each basic type, I will also give you an example. Finally, we'll discuss some of the signs that volcanoes exhibit right before they are going to erupt. These are signs in the area around a volcano that scientists can look for that warn that an eruption is about to happen. So let's get started. First, the basic structure of a volcano. Well, volcanoes are formed by hot melted rock called magma. Magma comes from the Earth's mantle, which is a layer deep below Earth's surface. The upper mantle is from 80 to 150 kilometers below Earth's surface, and the temperatures here are so high that rocks start to melt and become magma. This magma flows through the mantle and pushes up against the solid rock above. Usually an eruption starts because an earthquake breaks the rock at the top of the mantle and creates an opening. The magma then rises through the opening in the solid rock and moves towards the surface of the Earth. Finally, the magma comes out of the opening in the crust, called a vent. Now, when magma flows onto the Earth's surface, we don't call it magma anymore, we call it lava. So melted rock under the Earth's surface is called magma, but melted rock on top of the Earth's surface is called lava. You probably think of a volcanic eruption as a big, loud explosion, right? But a volcano can erupt gently as lava that flows along the surface of the Earth. Of course, a volcano can also erupt very powerfully, too. A powerful eruption can have clouds of ash and rock that rise thousands of meters into the sky. All right, now let's take a look at some of the different types of volcanoes. There are many different types of volcanoes, but today I will tell you about three basic types. The first kind of volcano is what we call a shield volcano. A shield volcano is usually very, very big. Lava flows out from its vent in gentle eruptions. The lava comes out of the vent gently and then flows along the surface of the Earth. The lava cools and becomes hard, forming a broad circular shape. The shape kind of looks like a shield, broad and circular, with sloping sides, which is why these volcanoes are called shield volcanoes. An example of a shield volcano is Mauna Loa in Hawaii. It's the largest volcano on Earth. Mauna Loa starts on the seafloor and rises to over 9,000 meters. Another type of volcano is the composite volcano. Composite volcanoes are smaller than shield volcanoes. The tallest composite volcanoes are only about 2,500 meters high. Composite volcanoes have both explosive and gentle eruptions. Often the volcano will start with an explosive eruption and layers of ash and rock will pile up near the vent. Then a gentle eruption happens. The lava flows out and covers the layers of ash from the first eruption, making a cone that has alternating layers of ash and lava. Do you know the meaning of composite? It means made up of different parts. Composite volcanoes get their name because they are made up of different layers of ash and lava. A good example of a composite volcano is Mount Fuji in Japan. Another example is Mount St. Helens, which erupted in 1981. The last type of volcano I'd like to talk about today is a supervolcano. Supervolcanoes are the biggest volcanoes and have the most explosive eruptions. They don't form a cone shape at all. Instead, they leave a huge crater or hole in the ground. Eruptions from supervolcanoes don't happen very often, but when a supervolcano erupts, it causes widespread destruction that affects all life on Earth. Scientists believe that the largest supervolcano was Toba. It erupted about 70 to 75,000 years ago in Indonesia. Some scientists think that the Toba supervolcano killed at least 60% of all people on Earth. Pretty scary, but most volcanoes give some signs before they actually erupt, and today scientists are very good at noticing these signs before the eruptions. Some examples of warning signs are earthquakes and ground cracks. Another sign is when drinking water tastes different. Changes in the earth sometimes affect the way water tastes, so this could be a sign that a volcano will erupt soon. Sometimes ice at the tops of volcanoes starts to melt. Volcanologists who study active volcanoes notice the melting ice and all of the other warning signs and can help in planning for and escaping from dangerous situations.